Good morning! It is now day 3. I'm off to Epcot for the first time this trip. Good news, I slept till 6:40 this morning, so a normal wake up time finally, which is really good. I've had some more of my Erin McKenna bakery things for breakfast, so I'm going to head over there now. I've got a Spaceship Earth DAS pass for 8:30. Love Spaceship Earth, so let's go head over there now and start our Epcot day. So I am here, I can see Spaceship Earth. It is super busy coming into the park, but I think it's because I've arrived just as it's about to open to day guests. But I have an 8:30 reservation for Spaceship Earth, so I can literally just walk onto that now. I cannot wait. It's so exciting to see it again in the flesh. It's happening.
Welcome to the future, or should I say, your future. From your own fueling station. Or should I say the beginning?
Guys, I'm so into this. I absolutely love Spaceship Earth. I will never get bored of going on it. I'm so thankful that I'm able to ride it again, because just after my last trip in 2018 they announced the renovation and I thought, oh no, I've ridden it for the last time and I didn't realise. Luckily I haven't. I have ridden it again, love that it takes a photograph, love that it's interactive, and it's just amazing. Like, it'll be interesting to see what the new version is, but it's just such a classic attraction, so I absolutely love it. So this is my first time visiting Epcot since it's undergoing its reimagining, so it's quite interesting to see all the construction walls up, and yeah, I'm glad that they're signposting where everything is, because I'm like, I don't know what's going on anymore. So I have another DAS pass reservation that I did before my trip. That's in about 2 hours time for Soarin'. So I'm going to explore this part of the park with Nemo, Living with the Lamb, which is one of my favourite things. So we're at Nemo now, let's go on it.
Oh no, not again!
Oh, science is great, there's so much to know. Climb aboard, explorers, it's time to go.
Where? Don't worry, that's why we're trying to go.
After a nice little ride on the seas with Nemo and friends, I'm heading over to the Land Pavilion. I'm going to go on Living with the Land. It's my absolute favourite in this park, I think. It's silly because it's just basically about gardening, but I really enjoy it. Although I do not enjoy gardening. It's so quiet at the moment, like everything you literally just walking on, so it's absolutely perfect. I'm sure throughout the day it will get busier, but right now it's just amazing. Not queuing for literally anything.
Hello and welcome to Soarin'. My name is Patrick and I'll be your chief flight attendant today.
As always, Soarin' was absolutely amazing. I think it's one of my best rides here. I've said that about everything I've been on so far, right? But it's just so good. The smells, everything about it is amazing. Do you know what? Epcot's never been my favourite of all the parks at Disney World, but very much enjoying this morning. And I think I'm going to focus on Future World. I know that it's all got different names now, so probably that's not what it's called anymore. I'm going to focus on the front part of the park this morning, and then I have my lunch at Biergarten this afternoon, and then head over to World Showcase and explore all of them. I think it's really, really cool that you go in the greenhouses and that some of the food in Epcot actually uses the produce from this ride, which is amazing.
Welcome to our living laboratory, where scientists from Epcot and the U.S. Department of Agriculture are exploring innovative ways to produce bountiful harvests now and into the future. While there are more than 50,000 edible plant species in the world, most of us are only familiar with the handful that make up our everyday diet.
Something that is really cool is that the Garden Grill restaurant actually rotates and you go into the scenes from Living with the Land, which is really cool. And it's also character dining, so this is definitely a good place to come and eat. I absolutely love Living with the Land. It feels like a ride that would also fit in really well at Animal Kingdom, because obviously it's all about agriculture and how we can do things without destroying the planet. I would say the only thing that makes me uncomfortable is the section where they show you the fish, because they're in very small tanks and you know those fish are going to be killed eventually. So for me personally as a vegan, it's very uncomfortable to see that. But I do love that you get to see the greenhouses, and then because Food and Wine is on at the moment, they show you which pavilions and which dishes these certain ingredients are going to be used in, which I think is so cool that you can actually see the food you're going to eat being grown. So very much love that. So whilst in the land pavilion, I've also gone to see Awesome Planet. I have never seen this before, so I thought I'd go and have a look, and I really do love that Disney have this big push on conservation and what people can do, and I think that's really, really amazing. I know I did a blog post once all about how eco-friendly is Disney World, and I really, really liked finding all the information out. Something I really liked is that the portions here are very big, so food waste is a thing, but a lot of the food is then taken to this special incinerator and turned into energy, so that made me feel a lot better about any times that I couldn't finish my meal. So I do love that Disney are aware of the impact that such a big destination can have, and you know, kind of helping educate people about what we can all do. So I very much enjoyed that.
So we'll be there
I
Friday.
am very hungry, so I'm going to try and find some sort of snack. It's about 2.5 hours for lunch, so a snack is definitely needed. So I was feeling super peckish, so I went and got a Mickey pretzel. Had to be done, super delicious, a really great option for breakfast, and I ordered it without the cheese sauce to make it vegan, and actually it was a little bit cheaper, which I was not expecting, so that was amazing. So I'm going to go to Figment now, gotta be done, and then I'm going to head into World Showcase. At 11:20 I have a Genie Plus reservation for Frozen Ever After, and then I can walk around to Germany ready for lunch, which is going to be so exciting. This is one of these attractions that never has a very, very long waiting time, but it is such an iconic Epcot ride. So let's go say a little hello to Figment.
This is one of our discoveries, the figment of imagination.
Yeah, I know all about the senses. There's sight, sound, smell, touch, goochie-goochie-goo, and taste. Taste like chicken.
With F-I-G-M-E-N-T, you can see things differently. Sure, you can see with your eyes, but imagine what you could see if you used your imagination.
And of course when you walk out, this is where you've got a little Figment merchandise. Absolutely love these socks. It's so cute. So I'm now heading over to World Showcase. I'm going to go clockwise because Norway and Germany, which are the two pavilions I need, are on the left hand side. So I'm going to go clockwise today. The weather today is so much better than when I was at Magic Kingdom. It is very hot, but it's not too humid, so it's much more bearable. I'm glad that Magic Kingdom was an anomaly because I was like, oh god, how am I going to cope? How am I going to cope? The one downside I would say is Epcot is a very exposed park. There's not much shade, so it's a good idea just to be aware of that. I do have a UV umbrella with me, so that's a good option. I love that you can get the orange bird as a plush now. How cute is this? Absolutely amazing. It's really funny because just a few minutes ago I was saying, oh it's hot today but it's fine, and then I was like, oh no, it's actually really hot, so I ducked into the shop just for some air conditioning on my way over to, I'm going to go to the Mexico pavilion first. It's one of my favourite pavilions. I think it's so pretty, and also Grand Fiesta Tour got to be done. It's amazing seeing all the food and wine booths up. I'm very excited. I've got a day later in the trip where I'm going to kind of focus on eating at Food and Wine. That's going to be my main objective. I am curious in the UK pavilion if they will have anything about the Queen, because obviously just before I flew to America, sadly she passed away. So it will be interesting to see if there is anything there to commemorate the Queen. Such a nice pavilion. I love it. It's like permanent twilight. You've got a little marketplace. There's a restaurant that has an amazing view over the boats from the Grand Fiesta Tour. Just so pretty in here, and the shops also unique things from Mexico. I absolutely love these oars. They're so cute and kind of embroidered. They're so nice. The Grand Fiesta Tour is one of my favourite rides to go on. It's just so cute. Not all the pavilions have a ride, so this is unique. So let's go on that now. perfect timing to step out. I went and met Donald in his little Mexican outfit, and then Mariachi Cobra appeared. I absolutely love this about Epcot, that you can kind of get a flavour of the different countries, the different pavilions. It's so much fun. And right next door is Norway, and it's now time for me to go on Frozen Ever After, so let's go there now. One of the sad things about joining the lightning lane is that you don't get to go through the normal queue, so we're going to miss the yoo-hoo Pixar blowout. But the queue is actually very, very long, so I'm very thankful that I managed to get this Genie Plus reservation. And it's a little queue, but I think we'll be on in just a few minutes.
You're going to Elsa's Ice Palace. Sven's going. I'm going. And it'll be so beautiful. See you there. Takes it to an unselfish act of true love.
I'm really loving that all the pavilions have their own themed ears, and these are so pretty too. They're so nice. Something else that's awesome about the pavilions is you can actually buy products, sweets, treats, things like that from the actual countries that you're in, which I think is amazing. So I am now entering the China pavilion. What they have here is a Circle Vision 360 film. Now, admittedly it's just a film, but I've seen them before and they make me feel incredibly motion sick, so I won't be going on that, but we'll go and have a little look in the shoppies. Of course, as well as the shops that have the items from the country that you're in, they also have a range of restaurants. A lot of these restaurants aren't actually owned by Disney, so for someone like me who is a vegan, they don't always have vegan options, so do double check. And I'll also put a link down below to my website where I have a list of all the vegan options at Disney World. But there is lots and lots of eating to be done in Epcot. There's the festivals, then there's all the different pavilions that have different cuisines from around the world. So make sure you come to Epcot hungry, because there is so much food to try here. One thing that is famous in Epcot is drinking around the world, so people try and get a drink from different pavilions. Normally they're alcoholic. Of course you could just get specialty drinks that are non-alcoholic, or a great option is to snack around the world, so get different delicacies from each pavilion, which I'm much more into that. I don't drink alcohol, so drinking around the world, although to be fair it's so hot, drinking non-alcoholic cocktails around the world sounds amazing. That would be my jam, because I think I would much rather drink than eat because it's so hot. But I do love that you've got all of these little traditions that people like to do when they visit Epcot. When you are in the Germany pavilion, if you love Werther's or caramel, then make sure you go to Caramel Kucha. It has so many snacks, and it's one of the snack locations in Epcot people love the most. So if you like anything like that, come here for your sweet treats, because they are incredible. The German pavilion is one of my personal favourite pavilions because I think it's so pretty and cute. And I think also I get excited, like in school I did German, one of my favourite bands are German, so I just have an affinity for Germany, and I just think, look how cute this is. It is so sweet. There is a super cute shop selling all of the Christmas items. Oh, I love this mug. Look how cute it is. Christmas pickle. I don't know if that is a German thing, but I kind of love the idea of a Christmas pickle. You can get a Christmas pickle, you can get a Christmas pretzel. Loving it. Excellent t-shirt. This is a beer cooler in the shape of lederhosen, which is the most German thing ever, and I absolutely love it. Something that I find really interesting about the Germany Pavilion at Epcot is it was obviously opened in 1982, and this is when Germany was divided into East and West Germany, and of course the Cold War was going on. So Disney wanted to create a pavilion that felt typically German, but not distinctively East or West German. And I just think that's such a really interesting little detail. Guys, so I am now in Biergarten. It is so cute inside, I can't believe it. I had the most amazing host. She was called Melanie, she's from Berlin. We had an amazing chat. She actually studied in Scotland, so she was very familiar with the UK, and we just had the best chat about everything to do with Germany and the UK. And I'm so excited to be here. There's lots of vegan options on the buffet, and they're also going to get me some vegan sausage that they prepare especially for you. Drinks are included, which is fantastic, and there's also a show. So in about 45 minutes we're going to have live music on the stage. I've got a great view, so I cannot wait. So I've got a little bit of everything that is vegan. I'm very, very excited. It looks amazing, and there's actually loads and loads of options on the buffet. And my server brought me out the little vegan sausage as well. So let's dive in. The plant-based sausage is really, really good. It's very realistic, it's very meaty, but super, super tasty. The sauerkraut is great. They've got red cabbage, roast potatoes. They've got some really amazing green beans that have garlic. And they also have potato pancakes, but they're in the kids section, so don't skip over that. That is all of the hot selection. They also have cold selection. So they have a bean salad, a tomato salad, they have beets, they have a mustard dressing, pretzel rolls, loads of options here. The tomato salad, the tomatoes are so fresh, they're amazing. And they come with onions and like a tangy dressing. There's also a bean salad, which is very nice. They have mixed greens with a mustard dressing. The dressing's separate, so you can just add it on if you want. Oh my god, the dressing is incredible. What I would actually do as well is put some on the side and dip the potato cakes in. So good. And also they have the famous pretzel rolls that are amazing. And to say you get drinks included if they're soft drinks, and they come in the really cool glasses. I don't know if you are from the UK, but at some point I feel like everyone in the UK had one of these glasses in their house. I distinctly remember having ones like this. So it's very nostalgic seeing these. Living my best life here, I absolutely love it. I've also got some vegan desserts, so you get a little chocolate bar and some vegan cookies, which is very exciting, and I'm absolutely loving the band. I'm having the best time. We've had a cowbell section, we've had a glockenspiel section, and now we've got a massive horn section. I'm so excited. Just had the best time at Biergarten. I have to say this is one of my favourite meals I've ever had at Disney World. The food was so good, and controversial opinion, I actually think it was much better than Boma. I loved the vegan options here. The food was so tasty. Loved the little band. I was fully living my little German fantasy life in there. It was amazing. I also had the best server, Jeff, and host, and they were just incredible. Like, I had such a nice time chatting to everyone. Everyone could not have been more friendly, more accommodating, gave me loads of helpful tips. We had great conversation. Absolutely loved it there. Everyone that comes to the Germany Pavilion always gets the Schofferhoffer? Something like, it's called something like that. But it's a grapefruit beer. Now, I'm someone that doesn't drink, but the FOMO of seeing so many people getting this drink, I was like, I've got to get one. So, Prost. Oh, that is really nice. As someone who doesn't like beer or grapefruit, I'm surprised that this is actually very delicious. Jeff, the server, was also telling me that they have a pineapple version at the Germany booth for food and wine, so that might be something to consider getting as well. There's also a super charming little cute model railway outside. Oh my god, the train's coming. Here's a train. I knew that the Germany Pavilion was one of my favourites, and I've just had the absolute best time there today. Absolutely loving it, but it is time to say Auf Wiedersehen to Germany and to say buongiorno to Italy. So we're now in the Italy Pavilion. Just hanging out with a little Disney lizard. We all know about Disney ducks, but now Disney lizards. When I've been to Disney before, I've very much been like a ride person, like run from the next. But this trip, with my foot, I've really had to slow down, and I'm really experiencing the parks in a different way, and I'm absolutely loving it. I'm like, this is the way to visit Disney, guys. This is the running around like a headless chicken, stressed out trying to get on everything. It's not fun. This is amazing. So I've just had a great time just wandering around World Showcase, Schofferhoffer or Schofferhoffen, whatever it's called. Amazing. Seeing as I don't like beer or grapefruit, it's so tasty. It doesn't taste strongly of either. It's such a nice drink, so absolutely loving this. The weather has kind of clouded over, which is amazing because it is not so hot. I slept better last night, but I feel tireder today than I have the past 2 days. I don't know if anyone else gets this, but the first couple of days, your body doesn't know what's going on. It doesn't know what time zone it's in. You're eating at unusual times. It's like, what's happening? And today is the first day where it's been like, I don't know what we're doing. So I feel quite tired. And this morning I felt just a bit off. And I think it was because I was really hungry. But I'd had breakfast, but then my body was like, yeah, but in the UK it's gone lunchtime and you haven't had lunch. And I'm like, yes, but we've had breakfast because we're in America. And it's like we're fighting each other. We're one and the same, but apparently not. I think I'm going to just have a nice wander around World Showcase, take everything in, and then head back either to the hotel or go look at some shops if the weather does change and it's going to rain maybe. In the Japan Pavilion, the shop's always great to come in, and you can get lots of different drinks, food, and really cute memorabilia from Japan. Absolutely love these cats. Too cute. You can also get lots of kawaii merchandise, all stuff like Hello Kitty. It's too cute. So I've now moseyed on down to the Morocco Pavilion. Love the theming here, it's really, really beautiful. And you can go inside, they've got little marketplaces, things like that. So I'm going to have a little explore around here next. It's like being on holiday in lots of destinations, all in one day. What I love about the Morocco Pavilion is there's lots of little alleyways and buildings to go in. Like, you can really get lost in this pavilion, and it's so nice. It's really, really pretty, and loads of great places to take photographs. So if you're looking for some great selfie spots, the Morocco Pavilion has lots of them. So I've now wandered over to the France Pavilion. I'm very excited to see the expansion. This was being built when I was here last time. I've of course been on Remy in France, but it'll be really interesting to see what it looks like. It looks really beautiful from what I've seen, so let's go and have a look at the France expansion. Something I am thinking about doing is, after doing this France Pavilion, heading on the Skyliner. So when I came here last in 2018, I was staying at Caribbean Beach Resort. They were building the Skyliner, so I have yet to go on it. So I'm thinking about taking a little trip. Now, full disclosure, I hate cable cars, terrified of them, don't like heights, don't like anything about it. But I'm thinking about going on a little trip to maybe like the first hotel and then switching back and coming back, just to have a see what it's like. So let's go into the France Pavilion, see Remy, then I might hop on the Skyliner. Love the little fountain. You get the same one in front of the ride in at Disneyland Paris, and it's just so cute with the rats holding the champagne, and that's what's spouting out all the water. The queue is actually 45 minutes for Remy. This is still super popular, even though it's been open a little while, but it is a fun ride. It is very cute. It's such a cute pavilion. It looks lovely. I very much look forward to coming back and riding this. I've just had a big meal and a drink, so I don't think I'm going to go on Remy just now. I've got 2 other days here, so lots of time to enjoy this ride. At the moment I'm just loving having a little wander around World Showcase. I do think I'm going to try out the Skyliner next. Well, it's happening. I'm going on the Skyliner. I'm going to see what it's all about. It does look very cool, but I just don't like cable cars or heights. So maybe now that I've had this, thank you so much. Thank you. Maybe now that I've had this beer, it's the best time. I'll be chilled out. I love the way I'm like, if you have one beer, suddenly your entire personality must change. But let's have a see. Here we go. Oh my god, the launch looks really intense, guys. It goes really quick. So, oh god, oh boy. Wow. Oh my god, it's like being on a ride. Oh, it's fun. Oh, I like it so far. I mean, I've been on it about 3 seconds.
Welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner.
It's actually really nice. I'm not scared at all. Like, it's really quite smooth, and it's cool in here. I was worried, like, oh my god, it looks like it'll be really hot. But they have like a wrap around the outside, and there's some vents, so it's very nice. I'm quite enjoying this. It was so funny the other night when I drove back from, I think it was Magic Kingdom. It must have been my first night here, and I was driving, and in the sky I could just see this thing hovering, and my brain, the first thing went, oh my god, it must be a UFO. It automatically goes aliens. And then once I got closer, it was the Skyliner, and I don't know why, I just assumed at night they would light up. So the fact that they were just like dark floating in the air and it was pitch black outside, I was like, oh my god, it must be aliens. The natural first thought. But luckily it was just the Skyliner. It's actually really nice to see other parts of Disney from the Skyliner. So I'm like a big fan. I'm probably into this. I'm really looking forward to when you get to Caribbean Beach Resort and you go over the lake. I think that'll be really nice. What's really cool is you can't see it because of the wrap, but out of the window they have the backside of Tower of Terror. And the backside is actually decorated to look more like Morocco because you can actually see it. Okay, we're turning. Oh boy. But you can actually see it from the Morocco pavilions. They wanted it to blend in and not be like, oh, what's that in the background? Oh, having a little turn. Which is really cool. I love that Disney have all of these thoughts, like everything. Nothing is skimmed over. Every detail is considered. And I think that's what makes Disney so unique. Oh, okay. Still turning. Oh boy. Whoa! Oh my god, we're going for another launch. But actually I have to say, as someone who's scared of heights, I'm actually coping very well with this. I don't feel scared at all. If we suddenly stop very high up, I might change my opinion. But actually, not worried at all. And that was my main concern, that I do not enjoy heights and I don't like cable cars. And this is very nice. And the breeze is lovely. I would definitely pick to stay at Skyliner Resort because the fact that you can get to both Hollywood Studios and Epcot, it's amazing. So I'd definitely consider that in the future because I think this is a great way to travel. I'm actually enjoying the Skyliner so much that I'm going to stay on it all the way to Hollywood Studios, and then I think I might jump in Hollywood Studios for a ride or two before heading back to Epcot. I was planning to go back to the hotel and then come back out in the evening. I was thinking about going back to the hotel and then coming back out in the evening, but what I think I might actually do is stay in the parks until whatever time this evening, then go back to the room and relax. I might make a longer day of it today, just because I'm enjoying it so much. On the journey over, I've managed to get a lightning lane for Toy Story Mania, and see what's going on over here for a bit. I'm actually going to do a full day there tomorrow, so I won't do too much, then hop back over to Epcot for dinner and to finish off World Showcase. But yeah, I was planning to go back to the hotel and rest, but it's already about 3 o'clock. So I think I'm just going to stay out and then maybe have an earlier night back at the room. But yeah, I'm absolutely loving it. Like, it's been such a chilled day, and I don't know why I haven't done Disney like this before. It's so enjoyable, and I think I've got the luxury of time because I am doing 14 days in Disney specifically. You have the ability to kind of take things slowly, but I also have to say the queue times and the mixture of Genie Plus and the DAS Pass has meant I've managed to fit so much in. So it's not like I've only done like 1 or 2 rides. I've actually done quite a lot of the things that I wanted to do. So I'm so impressed. It just means the rest of the trip you've got time to do those things that you love again. So this has been an absolute dream trip so far. And like, I carry on thinking, like, I can't believe this is happening. Like, I'm so fortunate to be back and also to be experiencing it this way, and yeah, it's just been absolutely incredible so far. What a trip. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much, thank you. So I'm here, I am in. Didn't expect to come to Hollywood Studios today, but I'm really loving this really flexible approach. It's weird because it's like the slower I'm taking things, the more I'm fitting in, which doesn't make any sense, but this trip's been amazing so far. So I'm really impressed with how much I've managed to fit in, and just kind of not having a schedule and going with the flow is really, really nice. So let's go and explore what Hollywood Studio has to offer. One thing I am going to do is I've already booked a Genie Plus for Toy Story Mania, so I'm just going to see if there are any DAS passes. Oh no. Oh, here we go. Just popped up. Let's see if we can get a DAS for anything. Let's do a Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. So I've just booked that in, so what I can do now is have a little mosey and then sit down and rest my foot whilst I wait, which is absolutely perfect. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is literally at the end of this road, so it's very nice that you can kind of just hang about, rest, and then go on a ride. So the time has come. It is now time for me to go and ride Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. It is the first time I'm going on this, so I cannot wait. It looks so cute, and it's always exciting that there are so many things that are new to me this trip. So to getting to go and experience them all, absolutely incredible. So let's go. So I didn't record on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway because I just wanted to experience it for the very first time, and I loved it. It was like being inside a cartoon. I loved that it was trackless, it was super fun, and the great thing was it didn't make me feel ill. Even though it kind of does move around and sometimes you go backwards briefly, I was absolutely fine, didn't feel ill, absolutely loved it. You may have noticed I've had a chain of headband and I saw someone with these ears on and I was like, they're so cute, and I found them at the shop at the exit to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and I was like, I've got this $200 gift card, I'm going to start using it. So the first purchase of the trip has now been made. So I'm now walking into Toy Story Land. I have a DAS Pass and a Genie Plus reservation, so I'm going to go on, I think it's Alien Swirling Saucers and Toy Story Mania, and then I'm going to head back over to Epcot for some dinner.
Hey! Well, hello! You're my favorite deputy. Wait, no, you over there. You're my favorite deputy. No, the other one.
Just such a cute themed land, and very soon there'll be a brand new restaurant as well, which is going to be even more exciting. I just love all the colours and just all the little details. So cute. First thing I'm going to do is use our Genie Plus reservation and go in the Lightning Lane for Toy Story Mania. I absolutely love this ride. I'm secretly very competitive. So although I'll be playing against myself today, it's still going to be competitive. So I didn't record on that ride because, as I mentioned, I'm competitive. I needed to have both arms fully functioning so that I could get a good score. I got 121,000. I don't know if that's a good score or not, but it was higher than the other people, so that's a win for me. So I'm now going to go over to Alien Swirling Saucers, and that's going to be my last ride in this park because this was a little unexpected visit. I'm actually coming back tomorrow for the full day, so it's going to be very exciting. I've deliberately not gone to Galaxy's Edge today because I want the full Momo, the full experience. I've not seen it. It opened after my last visit, so I just cannot wait. But today, one more little ride and then back on the Skyliner. I've only been on Alien Swirling Saucers once before and I absolutely loved it, so I'm so excited to go on it again. It is such a hoot, it's so funny. So there's been some problems with the rides, the queue was quite long. That is something I've noticed in this park, that even if you use DAS, you will queue about 20-25 minutes for the rides. Obviously you are queuing shorter than the standby queue, but if you have difficulty being in the queue, that's just something to be aware of. And I think it's because this park is smaller, so they do get bigger crowd sizes, and a lot of the rides are popular, so I think a lot of people get Genie Plus for this park, so it's something to be aware of, that you will still be queuing 20-25 minutes even with Lightning Lane. So that was super fun, but the kind of long wait, we probably waited about 30 minutes, has kind of started hurting my foot. So I'm looking forward to going back on the Skyliner, having a sit down, and then getting some dinner and having a rest in Epcot before heading back to the hotel. So it's been super fun, kind of just going with the flow and heading over to Hollywood Studios. I was glad to get on 3 rides, but I do think it was an error because my foot is paying for it now. Unfortunately, all 3 of those rides you had to stand on the spot and queue for. So even though I had a big sit down before going on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, doing 3 rides back to back standing on the spot has really hurt my foot. So definitely going forward, I'm going to stick with the go back to the hotel and rest in the day rather than what I've done today, which is kind of stay out longer and go back earlier. The good thing is I'm going back to Hollywood Studios tomorrow, so I've already done some of the rides. After lunch I'll probably go back and relax, and then that evening I'll have a dinner reservation in Hollywood Studios, so we'll be going back in the evening. So I think tomorrow it will be a more chilled day, and I think what I'm going to probably do is go on a ride and then rest, rather than what I just did, which was go on 3 rides back to back, because you are going to need to queue. So at least I've learnt that. So going forward, oh, this woman, she never stopped talking.
The entire Walt Disney World Resort is over 40 square miles. That's about the same size as the city of San Francisco.
That's why you shouldn't walk that much, because it's that big, guys. But yeah, so because I've learnt now that a lot of the rides in Hollywood Studios, even with Lightning Lane, you will be queuing and standing on the spot, I think what I'll do is do a ride, then sit down, maybe go to a show, something like that, and split it up that way. So although I'm paying for it now, hopefully I've learnt the lesson, and the rest of the trip I can avoid that. So although the walk to the car is probably not going to be comfortable, the good thing is once I get off the Skyliner, you're right near the UK pavilion, and that's where I'm going to get dinner, so I will sit down there for a while and rest before making my way back to the car. So I just had dinner from the Rose and Crown pub. It was actually really good. I ordered the vegan fish and chips. It is off menu, so you won't find it on the menu, but they do have it. It operates like a usual pub in the UK, so there's no queue, you just go up to the bar. But what's funny is people have started a queue. So if you go in the main door, there'll be a big queue. If you go in the side door, you just go up to the bar and order, no queue. It's funny because obviously British people, we love queuing, but at a pub, no queue. You just go to the bar and line up long ways rather than the other way. They said it would take about 20 minutes to make the food, but within like 5 minutes they'd already made it. It was amazing. I went and sat down outside. It was quite noisy, so I didn't film me actually eating it, but the food was very good. It's been nice to have a little rest of my foot, but yeah, my body is tired now. This kind of long day in the park was not a great idea. So I'm going to head back now to the front of the park, to the car park, and go back to the hotel and rest. I think I'm going to get some ice my foot. I've got my roller, my compression socks. I'm going to do all my little stretches and exercises and just put my feet up and relax. It's been a great day. I mean, I've done so much, I've fitted so much in. And like I say, I normally am someone that plans everything out. And of course I've got dining reservations and stuff like that, but actually just going with the flow and seeing what you feel like doing has been absolutely incredible. So I've really enjoyed that, and I've learned a lot today. I've learned to take more breaks in Hollywood studios. I've learned that you can go on a whim and you can have a great time. Sometimes actually rushing around you miss out on a lot. So this all in all has been an excellent day. Love these ears, I'm obsessed with them, and now they're going to be permanently attached to my head. Look how cute they are. It's about 7 PM now, so the sun is starting to kind of dim. It doesn't dim, does it? It sets. It's setting. And yeah, gonna make a slow walk to the car park. So that is it for my day in Epcot. It's been an amazing day. I've done so much more than I anticipated. Had my favourite meal I've ever had at Disney and just had so much fun. I tried the Skyliner, never been on that before. I saw the France Pavilion expansion, which was totally cute. And yeah, it's just been a great day, just kind of meandering and taking everything in. And this holiday has been all about that, and it's actually been my best visit to Disney World ever. I'm absolutely having the best time. Like, honestly, this was always billed as like a dream trip. Like, this is my ultimate trip. All the things I've wanted to try. And we're only on day 3 and it's been absolutely epic. Tomorrow I'm going back to Hollywood Studios. I'm going to go visit Galaxy's Edge for the very first time, which I cannot wait to do. I'm going to have a bit of an easier day because the day afterwards I'm doing a big long walking tour, which is very exciting, but I want to kind of rest my feet. Today's been very tough on them, so I'm going to have a relaxing day tomorrow, as much as you can in a park. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you are enjoying. There is still so much more to come, so do stay tuned. If you're enjoying, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. And until next time, I hope you have a most wonderful day. Bye bye! I've got another frozen drink. I can't stop buying them. I've got a problem, guys.